Is this one of those games where you're still proud of the way the guys fought?
Yeah, I told them that. I told them their fight is something they should be proud of. A lot of people in professional sports, you get paid win or lose, and they give in. And our group all year long keeps fighting no matter what the lead is, what the deficit is. So told them to keep their heads up and proud of the way that they fought. The deficit we dug for ourselves early in the third quarter. You know, we still had a chance if some things played out different, but you know, that made it pretty hard, especially against a good executing team like Utah has. Well, I would assume it's hard to. I mean, losing is never fun or easy. You know, especially with a group that has fought as hard as they have. I'm sure. You know, I'm sure that even when they pick their heads up, you know, inside in the gut, it still burns. But you know, you want them. You like I said before, you want them to feel the pain, but you want them to also, you know, move on from it. We tried to switch some things up, knowing how good of an execution team they are, and you know, with the injuries we had, you know, we tried a lineup where we could just switch everything and make them play an isolation style of basketball, which we thought worked all right early on. They just, you know, guys that we would have preferred take shots took them, and they just happened to all hit them. So you got to give those players credit for knocking them down. And then I think as the game went on, they kind of got used to what we were doing, and they had a little more success against it. We tried to change it up to start the second half and go back to more of a traditional, you know, ice on the side, and you know, not switching the 5-man, and we didn't tag the cutter, and Gobert got a dunk, and you know, so we ended up just going back to our 1-to-5 switching, keeping it simple, and you know, we were able to make a run, but just couldn't get back on top. Yeah, yeah, they're a big group, and you know, when we were talking about who to go with, you know, we were hoping that by switching 1 through 5 with like-sized guys, like I said, we could get them out of the rhythm. I mean, they're one of the best teams in the game at using 24 seconds on the shot clock and moving the ball side to side. You know, we tried to get them into an ISO type of team, and that was the idea behind it. But you know, I thought Meta played hard. He made some plays. You know, we didn't score with that group, but I thought Meta was fine.
What did you take on Ingram starting in the point guard? How do you think he handled it?
Yeah, well, he's got to learn, and I think he's young. So when we call a play, he's trying to do the right thing and run that play. But if teams are gonna, you know, pick him up 40 feet from the basket, you know, we don't want him running the play anymore. He's good enough that he can go by. I mean, nobody should be able to slide their feet with, you know, with Brandon from 40 feet away. So he did it a couple times in the second half and got fouled and made a layup one time. Where if they're going to play him that aggressively, you know, spin off of them, get to the paint, look to create for a teammate, and if they don't, you know, if they don't come and collapse, then look to finish yourself. Yeah, it's great for him. It's absolutely great for him to be able to call plays and bring the ball up and play from that position. You know, whether he struggles or has a good game, it's still great learning opportunities and experience for him.
Is there something you say when a guy started foul trouble a little bit, didn't shoot well, didn't get maybe what he wanted to do individually done? You say something to pick him up, or is he just he's fine, he's good?
Well, you read it. You know, if you do it every time, then it loses being sincere. If I feel like he needs it, then I'll definitely go put an arm around him, talk to him. But Brandon's fine most nights. You know, he seems to handle the pressure of the NBA pretty well.
Depending on what happens with D'Angelo the next couple of days, would you go back to Brandon in that role?
Well, we kind of let them do that role with the second unit. We just have more spacing out there, and Lou and JC help with it when teams pick them up like that. So we're fine with him doing it. You know, we'll go back to the drawing board and see what we want to do. You know, what we want to do differently. But we got another heck of a challenge coming up against Houston. They're playing great right now with all those pick and rolls with Harden. It's going to be a challenge. So we'll figure something out, and as long as the guys keep playing that hard, I think we'll be fine.
Did you feel like you were doing something really unconventional with Meta, Julius?
Absolutely, absolutely, and I like unconventional. I wouldn't go to it if, you know, if we were at full strength, I wouldn't have tried it. But with all the injuries we had, it's just, you know, try something to disrupt what they do, and still hopefully be able to, you know, get done what we're trying to get done. And I thought, like I said, I thought it worked okay as far as, you know, what we thought would happen. We just, you know, they shot lights out early in that game, and then, you know, we got our second unit in, and they again did what they do, and you know, it was 4-point game at the half, and we tried to switch up and go to a traditional defense to start the second half, and that didn't go too well for us. So. Tom, I mean, that's why Thomas made the team. Honestly, that's how hard he plays every day, and that's how hard he played in training camp, and that's why he's on this roster, is because of that, like the effort he gave out there tonight. Tarek Black sprained his ankle. I don't know. I mean, he's got crutches in the locker room right now. I don't know what that means, if that's serious or if he's just, you know, using them because it's pretty sore right now. I haven't talked. You know, obviously I'll know more later tonight, but I would not expect him to play tomorrow or whenever the 2 days.
You talk about kind of talking with players through the fact that there's so many injuries on the team right now, but as a coach, how frustrating is it to just
It's frustrating, but you know there's enough to worry about in this league and in this game, and as a coach, that when there's things that you can't control, you know, wasting time and energy on those things, you can't afford to do that. So, you know, you're frustrated, but you move on, and you try to game plan and focus and spend your energy on things that can hopefully help your team win.
It's understandable why you want to, but tinkering with different options is separating Lou and
Yeah, we're getting pretty close to that. We're getting pretty close to that, which, you know, obviously that's, you know, been the most consistent, successful, you know, group we've had all season. So, you know, we would hate to break it up, but with the amount of people going down, it might be time to roll in that direction and see how we do.
What's Lou meant to you the last couple of games?
Lou? He's been pretty good. He's been pretty good. You know, he's been great. I mean, he play makes for us. He had 8 and 7 tonight too. Undersized, you know, fighting. So he's, you know, it's been a pretty impressive 2 games for him. I feel bad that we lost both of them. You know, you give that much effort and energy, you'd hope to, you know, help the team get a win. But he's done all he can possibly do to help. We gotta do some more things positive as a group.
Does this speak to some of the leadership role he's taken on in terms of stepping up when your team needed it?
I think so. And you know, I've said it before. It's great when Lou's a quiet guy, but when he speaks, people listen, and he's done it throughout this season at random times, and he's been a great leader for us. And you know, when we need him, he steps up on the court, and I think that gives other players a lot of confidence. And you know, hopefully when we get some more guys back healthy, and you know, they're trapping him all over the court, and he's still getting around and being able to get in the lane, but it takes a lot of energy. You know, we'll be that much better of a team. He had 60 and 29. Well, yeah, I mean, I saw him have, what, he scored 37 in that one quarter? Yeah, but 60 and 29, that might be more impressive. I take it they won? Yeah. And what? And then he didn't play anymore. What would I have done? Leave him on the bench.